help. It may take some kind of time, delay, and everything. But as I speak with you, there's no report yesterday, even up to this morning, that anybody is kidnapped. I stand to be corrected by anybody. But we will not be doing ourselves any good, because this Nigerian that we are encouraging investors, we are encouraging business, we are encouraging people to visit the country. So when you begin to send out alarming figures that are not actually facts.
But if the figures are not alarming, then they cannot alarm anyone.
No, they have the tendency of distracting one way or the other, and nobody will benefit from such.
Okay, so let's focus a bit more on this case now. You have released the names of those who were kidnapped by this man in the past, you know, and his ring, and also how much they paid in ransom. With these cases, was the police aware of these cases?
Yes, we are aware they were documented, and that is why we've been on a trail since 2013.
You're also aware of how much they paid in ransom when they paid?
Yes, but at the point paying the ransom, we couldn't disclose that, because we don't want people to be encouraged into going to kidnapping. But we have to do this so that, you know, it is a judicial process. Police action terminated when matter taken to court, and definitely we are going to, we have a case that can stand the test of trial in this regard. I want everybody to know before anything could happen. We are not saying anybody will compromise. Mind you, in the criminal justice system, the police is the executive, because it starts from us. We are the first point of call, first respondent. When people are kidnapped, when people are raped, when people are robbed, they rush to the police first. So the police is the executive, starts from us. No matter what the church or the magistrate would do in that regard, it's going to be secondary evidence. And if we don't tidy up properly, no Inspector General of Police will be happy with any investigation team or prosecution team of the police that will lose a very good case in court. And you know, we are not engaging in media trial. We are just showcasing our achievement, and for people to be reassured of their safety.
Yeah, but isn't this also putting the lives of those who have already been rescued in danger?
It doesn't, because is in the media, is in the public. All this I'm telling you is in the public. And now on the 22nd of April, if you read the Vanguard of that day on Saturday, there is a reporter that did a wide range, a comprehensive report about Evans. And the picture that was used at that point in time, somebody was saying, no, he has did the plastic surgery. He's not the one. A lawyer wrote him from outside the country and was challenging the person that wrote the report. And the report was so embarrassing, to the sense that everybody felt maybe security is elusive to security agencies and all our security architecture. And this is to as the Nigerian police force is the lead agency in internal security, to show that we are up to date and we are doing our best.
No, and what I mean is the people who were kidnapped and the amounts that they paid in ransom, do you think that was wise?
We discourage people at every point in time not to pay ransom to kidnappers, because if you do, it will encourage kidnapping more, and people will take the risk. You know, there are some states that make kidnapping a capital offense now, like in case of
The question I'm asking is, do you think the police should have disclosed the names of those who were kidnapped by this man and how much they paid in ransom?
That's what I'm telling you, that even before the parade, the news are in public space. Everybody's got to be aware, from the first case to the last case. I hope I'm making my points. It's already in public domain, and we make this to be able to get to win this case in court, to be able to ensure that the public are quite familiar with all the antecedents and all the activities of this kidnap kingpin, which is a terror to Lagos and other western states, including as Anambra, Delta, and even Port Harcourt River State. So it's not jeopardizing any safety, because the news is already there. Their family members of the public knew they were kidnapped, and that's why they report to us at that point in time. So it will not at all.
You're confident that, you know, this case is going to proceed very well in court?
Yes, we are very confident, because we have a very superb legal team. Mind you, I equally want to put this to test before the public, that the Nigerian police have the highest number of lawyers among all other institutions, whether private or public, in this country. And these lawyers are working hard to ensure that we win every case we take to court. Technicality, like a former CJN said, a thief is a thief, no matter what the technicality you are bringing into it. So we are very, very confident, and we have a high hope that we are going to get conviction on Evan and his gang in court.
Now, just quickly, though, you know, just last week as well, the IGP, because there have been all sorts of security concerns in the country. Security has been one of them. We've highlighted that quite a bit. So while the police seems to have made progress here, and it's very commendable progress because you have been on his trail for 7 years.
If you allow me to cut it short, virtually a majority of Nigerians have been commenting on social media, on television, on radio, even on personal contact, that the IGP Prabhuto Idris did all his best and he did well. And it's not business as usual. No matter what the realm of criminality, whether it's kidnapping, whether it's armed robbery, even if it is political assassination, everybody must face the music in as much as
definitely. I mean, it is extremely it is definitely very commendable that the police has been able to, you know, crack this ring. But then there are also questions as to why it is that the IGP first of all has to deploy a special, you know, a special force to be able to, you know, get people like this.
No, it was a joint operation by the police special forces. You know, it's not only in Lagos that we did the deployment, even in Owerri. With the active participation of the Commissioner of Police of Owerri State Police Command then and its anti-kidnapping team. You know, you'll be pushing...
joint special forces.
Yes, sir. That were, yes, madam, that were created in this regard. Because, you know, you discover that you need some... I wouldn't want to be pushed into saying some certain thing that is not meant for public consumption anyway. But to ensure that coordination of such an operation is effectively carried out, and we ensure that where there can likely be ineptitude cover up, because when you go for this operation, you go for precision. Adequate precision, so that you can get your target and be able to have success at the end of the day. And that's the more reason why. It's not that the IGP is superimposing the intelligence response team on...
No, not superimposing, but then people would think that, you know, the IGP must be involved before we can make success in
no, the IGP...
Because you also have to ask, what are the capacities of the State Police Command?
No, that's what I'm going to. The IGP is the #1 police officer in this country.
Agreed.
And not Thursday last week, he went to the Commissioner of Police, Assistant Inspector General of Police, and Deputy Inspector General of Police across the Federation and signed it to them. Like I said earlier on, the Commissioner of Police is in charge of their command. And in area where they need assistance, these special forces will come in, and there's always resolution to it. And apart from that, the Commissioner of Police and his personnel are the people at the level, at the grassroots level. Even in this case, they are even the people that provided the preliminary successes leading to the actual success of arresting the suspect.
Mr. Mashood, I have to interrupt you. I'm afraid we have to go on break right now. We'll continue in just a moment. Just stay with us.